Hello, it's Mark here, and I'm kind of back on my YouTube channel. Who'd have thought that it would be a global pandemic that would give me more time at home? It's not good out there at the moment, and I hope you're all really keeping safe. Stay away from people, isolate and wash your hands, and all that kind of stuff. Um, if you're watching this because you've watched my previous stuff about books and book reviews, there will be a little bit of that in this. This is slightly different. This is kind of my working from home a lot daily diary. I'm going to see whether I can do this daily, just very short videos. Also for kind of work colleagues as well, because also in a previous job I did work from home for a long period of time, and I know that a lot of the people that I work with have been office based and stuff like that, and this sudden working from home can be quite a bit of a wrench and can be quite weird in a way as well. So what I was going to do today was basically just that that was the WhatsApp going off. I thought what I'd do is I will give each day just a bit of a rundown about what I've been up to. Um, One tip from for working from home that will make it easier, and then a book recommendation. Because I think one way that we can kind of get through this quarantine or social distancing or whatever, is by picking up a book. It's a good way to kind of, pass the time, do something that makes you feel less stressed and less anxious. I don't know about you, but I'm bloody terrified most of the time at the moment. So being able to kind of escape into a different world is a good thing, isn't it? So, what have I been up to? Well, today's my official first day of working from home, and it's just been weird because I've been trying to knuckle down stuff. I got stuff done, but it just kind of feels odd. Not so much working from home, but just the thought that this might stretch out into the future for quite a long time. And I'm looking round my living room, which, as you can see, doubles up as a library. And it's just the thought of this is kind of where I'm going to be for a while. Now, I'm someone who can spend quite a lot of time on their own, and I live on my own. So I can maybe kind of this social distancing thing in one way is a little bit harder because there's no one around. On the other hand, I'm not having to think about anybody else or put trousers on. I am actually wearing trousers now, honest. So yeah, so it's been a bit of an odd day. Got some work done, but not much. But enough. I did enough work. Just in case my boss is watching. Yeah, I've done quite a lot of work today. Yeah. So in terms of kind of my tip from working from home, well, the first thing is have a routine, because if you're working from your home, what you don't want is your work time spilling into your home time, because you haven't got that travel home. I mean, my commute home tonight will be from this table here to a sofa just over there. And so you haven't got that break that says, right, work's finished and now I'm on my own time. So I would set alarms. That's what I do. I set kind of an alarm clock of like for the end of the day or for when I'm going to take my next break. And also have kind of in mind of, right, okay, even if I kind of get the urge to start a little bit early, I'm not. I'm going to say if I'm starting at 8:30 or 9, that's when I'm starting. And also to make sure you take a break in the middle. Preferably getting some fresh air as well, even if it's just kind of, I don't know, walking around your garden if you've got a garden, walking up the street in a socially isolated way, or perhaps just sticking your head out the window, I guess. I don't know, but anyway. So yeah, that's my first tip. Is for today is basically make sure that you've got a structure, a schedule, time when you start, a time when you finish, and when you're finished, that's it. It's done. Okay. So my book recommendation is a book that I read a long time ago, and I absolutely love it. I became obsessed with this series, and the book is Ben Aronovich's Rivers of London, which is now turned into a series. I think there's 8 or 9 books. In fact, this is the latest one that I'm just about to launch into, which I'm very much looking forward to. Also, as well, I'm a sucker for a book deal, because when you switch the lights out in the house, this spine glows in the dark, and it really does glow in the dark, which is brilliant, because I sat there last night, switched the lights off and looked at it glowing in the dark. But anyway, so there's if you like Rivers of London, there's a whole series that you can then go on to read. Now, what I love about these is they're pure escapism. They're absolutely brilliant, really good characters. The premise is there's a probationary constable in the Metropolitan Police called Peter Grant, who finds out that the Metropolitan Police have a secret division which tackles the supernatural creatures, things like that. And he joins this and becomes, I guess, what you would say kind of a probationary wizard. The way that it's described is like, can you imagine CSI London combined with Harry Potter? Now, if you're put off by the Harry Potter bit, don't be, because it's actually very, it's not a children's thing. This is quite a grown-up thing. Also, as well, Peter Grant as a character is so funny and cynical. Honest to God, it's just a joy to read. Also, as well, the supernatural elements aren't completely out there. They're not supernatural creatures that are so difficult to kind of get your head around. Actually, the supernatural creatures in here are kind of almost human in a way. They've got very human traits and very, so it kind of, it's very good on character and plot, and the women characters in here as well are absolutely brilliant. There is a link, and I'm not going to give it away, but the Rivers of London doesn't just refer to actual rivers in London. It's a bit more complicated than that, but in a brilliant way, but I'm not giving it away. So if you like crime stories, police procedural stories, but also if you like things like a little bit more of a grown-up Harry Potter and urban fantasy, this is a really good book to read. So yes, so that is my my book recommendation. Start reading this series, starting with The Rivers of London. Also, as well, for those of you that like graphic novels, there's actually kind of side stories like self-contained stories around this series that have come out as a series of graphic novels. And again, they're brilliant. They really add to kind of the whole world that the author's built. So anyway, so that's my staying at home, self-isolating diary for the day. So yes. Oh yes, in terms of kind of health, well, I'm all right at the moment. But those of you that aren't feeling very well, get well soon. Stay, just hang in there and, try and be well. And also, for those of you that are feeling well, stay well, please. Stay safe. Do what the recommendations say. So anyway, so that is my diary for the day. See you again tomorrow. Okay, bye.